the
Do
same.
it.
Hot to.
You gotta put like an emphasis on it, like to, like really give it. All right, all together.
Hot to.
Hot to.
Hot to.
Say it aggressive, like
Hot
really.
to.
What's good with y'all boys? My name is Hoodez, and it seems like everybody and their disabled grandmother has a podcast these days. Like, I don't really care if you were the backpack kid and now you have a podcast talk about when you were the backpack kid and all the shit that you were doing when you were the backpack kid. Like, maybe if I was fucking Ellen back in 2016, I'd invite you over to my show. You could talk, you could do your little dance, and we could clap and do all that shit. But you know, it's 2024. You gotta let it go, Unc. Just put the fries in the bag. There's just so much podcasts out these days. Like, I remember I was in high school, right? And I'm sitting there, and this guy was giving us a little speech. I think this guy worked for the bank or some shit, and he was talking to us about money, which is like, you know, he wasn't a bad guy or anything. He seemed like a nice guy. But he's telling me, yeah, me and my couple of friends, we talked about this in our podcast episode. Like, we did not see the podcast episode. We don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. We really do not know who you are. And it's good you have a podcast episode, man. It's good that people are listening to it, but we don't know who you are. But this sentiment is not the same, because I just found the greatest podcast to ever exist. And I'm not saying I'd found it, because this podcast came to me. This podcast just appeared to me just like how an angel appeared to the prophets, bro. This is absolutely amazing. But if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you know, you live under a rock, or you woke up from a coma, or you might just have a little bit, tiny, eeny, weeny bit of Down syndrome, then you guys are probably uneducated and don't know about the Talk to a podcast. Oh my god. I'm on the verge of tears talking about this. I'm so happy. I am so happy! Ah! Yes! Just before I thought that this Haley Welch guy, this absolute comedic genius, if she couldn't get any funnier, she decided to release the Talk to a podcast. Which I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna be a #1 subscriber. I'm already watching every single fucking video that is gonna be released on this podcast. I am willing to do crazy shit to get a lifetime subscription. I will kill my son. I will kill my children. And on your soul, yes, you the person. Not I'm not talking about in general. I'm talking about you specifically. You watching this video. I am willing to get your firstborn, and yes, your firstborn child. Like I said again, you. No, I'm not making this up. You. I'm willing to sell your firstborn child in order to get that podcast episode. I don't care if Satan appears to me at a crossroads and asks me, hey, you give me your firstborn child and you get a lifetime subscription of the Talk to a podcast. I'm signing up. I don't care. I'm signing up. That he'll know. Like, I'll give you to Lucifer. But do you not know how valuable the Talk to a podcast is? In fact, do you not know how massive the Talk to a meme still is? Like how insanely massive it is? You don't understand. You aren't that type of person that you would know how big and how just you can't grasp how big the Talk to a podcast is. That's one. And you can't grasp how funny the Talk to a meme is. Not even that. How the Hawk to a meme is still going on too. Like spit on that thing, Hawk Tua. Like no one knows how funny that is, because I know what my Halloween costume is. I know what my Halloween costume is, and my girl probably should have that same Halloween costume, because if she don't, we're breaking up. If she don't Hawk Tua, I don't talk to her. You know, just like that one guy said, if she don't talk to her, I don't talk to her. And you know, this podcast came at such a good time in our country, because I'm not gonna lie, man. You know, we're so divided. We're so divided over stupid shit. This is such a bipartisan ass country. You know, if you're Republican, you don't fuck with Democrats. If you're Democrat, you don't fuck with Republicans. But Talk to her, and just the Hawk to a meme in general, which is still incredibly massive, by the way. It's just it goes beyond everything. It goes beyond languages. It goes beyond race. It goes beyond sexuality. It goes beyond religion. It just unifies all of us. There's nothing better than there's just a little bit of that Hawk to a spit on that thing. Just a little bit of that Hawk to a spit on that thing. There is nothing in this planet that I would rather than to listen to Haley Welch for fucking 5 hours straight in my ears talking about Hawk to. That's what I want. And I'm willing to do anything. So I'll slime a nigga out, not even for the circle chain. I'm sliming you out for that Talk to a podcast. I'm selling my son. I'm killing my wife. I'm killing your wife. Yes, like I said, You specifically, you watching the video. Don't get it twisted. I'm talking about you. And on everybody's soul but mine. Everybody's child but mine. And everybody's mother's life but mine. We are all tuning in weekly for the Talk to a podcast, day in, day out, night by night, 24/7, 365. We're not missing a single fucking episode, boys. And let's fucking go, man. Let's go. But enough of me rambling, boys. That's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. You know, I'm not trying to have you guys listen to this other than listening to the Talk to a podcast. That's like the main fucking thing. But without further ado, I've been Hoods, and remember.
Can I get